Oklahoma City parents are outraged after they discover the man accused of exposing himself to their daughters at a weekend sleepover is a sex offender who wasn't registered. What's worse is they say a judge denied their request for a VPO against him to protect their kids. 67-year-old Jerry Glenn Elders is in jail tonight accused of lewd acts with a child. News 9's Adriana Iwazinski talks with two of the fathers about the disturbing allegations. Adriana.
Well, Christina, these dads are mad, not just at their neighbor, but at a justice system they say fails to protect their children.
There needs to be protection for children, and right now there doesn't seem to be any.
Chris Sanford says he never knew the man living across the street from him harbored such a deep, dark secret. He says his daughter was best friends with his granddaughter and that they'd known him for years. But he did not discover he was a sex offender until after his daughter came forward and accused him of trying to molest her during a weekend sleepover.
It makes me sick that my daughter had to see such a foul act of an adult.
Brett Holt's daughter was also at that sleepover and says he had no idea Jerry Glenn Elders had such a disturbing past. Chris says he even checked to see if any registered sex offenders lived in his neighborhood before he moved here. But Elders was not registered. According to a Department of Corrections spokesperson, he did not have to, even though he lived across the street from a child care facility. Turns out Elders was convicted in 1993, and according to the statute, sex offenders only had to register for a period of 10 years.
There is no protection for these kids. What are these kids supposed to do if he approaches them? Because he can come within proximity of their personal space if he chooses to, and there's no laws to restrain him from that.
Though Elders is currently in jail, these fathers wanted a VPO to protect their daughter should Elders make bond, but a judge denied their request.
I think he sold our children out by not putting some type of a protective order.
The only way I could have entered a VPO in this case is had there been some evidence of rape or rape by instrumentation or stalking.
Oklahoma County Special Judge Donald Easter is the judge who denied the VPO request. He says he understands both fathers' frustrations, but says his hands are tied since the VPO statute is very specific to domestic situations.
Anytime you have children who may be subject to being molested or what was alleged in this petition, of course you want to protect them. It's just that I can't do it under this statute.
But these fathers say something needs to be done.
And if they can't actually get these kids protected when they're getting ready to testify, well then why should they testify? Because they can't be protected. They're not going to want to come forward from here on out.
This ain't right. There needs to be protection for children. These incidents happen. They need to consider something. If there's a freaking loophole, they better figure it out.
Now, the judge says these parents can seek civil action and try to file a restraining order, but unless Elders is caught stalking or threatening these children, there's nothing a judge can do. For now, Elders is in jail on $40,000 cash bond.
All right, Adriana.